Welcome, my dear friends. What do you think about this cake with 4 different flavors of ice cream stacked one on top of the other with a cake layer between each of them would be so wonderful to taste. And yes, I have tasted it. It is a cake fit for any special occasion like birthday or anniversary. So do make this cake once started. All the ingredients are very basic. It's just a matter trick with which you can assemble it quickly and make it quickly. So I'll tell you how to go about it. Please do try out this recipe. So we'll start making the cake now. It's a basic, very vanilla sponge cake, very easy. I'll tell you, we have 3 eggs separated into egg yolks and whites. Just mix vanilla with the yolks and keep it aside. Now the whites have to be fluffed up to a stiff peak stage with the addition of icing sugar, that's 90 grams, in between in 3 or 4 batches. So once you fluff up, then add 2 teaspoons of sugar, then again fluff up, and then again add sugar, again whisk until you reach the stiff peak stage where the peaks will stand out and peaks will hold on. After that, add the yolk mix and whisk it once again. Once the yolks are mixed, so this is how the batter will look like. Once the yolks and eggs are all mixed, we will sift in cake flour, that is 80 gram maida and 10 gram corn flour. To add lightness to the flour, we are adding cornstarch. Sift it in and then with a cut and fold method gently mix it. Meanwhile, mix oil and milk together. Take a portion of the batter and mix it into the liquids and transfer the liquid back into the cake mix. Mix this also with very gentle hands. Once everything is thoroughly mixed, transfer to a lined cake tin. I am using a round cake tin. You may use a square one also. Any shape will do, just that you should be able to make a tower out of it. Now this I have baked it at 170 and keep the cake to cool. For making the ice cream base, I have taken around 1 liter 900 ml of full fat milk. I have kept that to boil, and I've taken some milk out for addition of cornstarch, and this is 1 cup whipping cream. This is unsweetened dairy whipping cream. Now into this separated milk, which I had kept it separately, I'm adding 3 tablespoons corn flour. Mix this very well. This will be used to thicken the milk which is boiling. Into the boiling milk, I'll add half cup sugar. Let the sugar dissolve very properly. Once it dissolves and it has cooked well, we'll add corn flour, and on very low flame with constant stirring, we have to mix it and let the mix thicken. Now once it is thick enough, to this level only we want it to thicken, we'll transfer it into a glass bowl and keep it in the fridge. Once I have taken it out of the fridge, you can see this is the final consistency. I'll beat it up vigorously and incorporate some air into it. You can see that there are many air bubbles now. I'll transfer it back into the smaller bowl, and into this big bowl I'll take the cold whipping cream. Since I have told you that this is unsweetened one, I'll add icing sugar. Just enough as per your liking for the ice cream. If you want it to be very sweet, then you have to add I have added around 3 teaspoons. That was enough because the milk mix also has sugar in it. Finally, once it has fluffed up and whisked up very well, it is just about to reach the stiff peak stage, we'll add the corn flour milk mix and give it a very thorough whisk. Now after whisking, you can see so many air bubbles. This is the final ice cream which is going to make our ice cream base. Now before cooling, I'll divide it very properly with a measuring scale. That is, I have divided into 4 portions and kept them in the fridge. For making the chocolate one, I am using cocoa powder. This is a very dark cocoa powder and natural cocoa powder. And good quality cocoa powder and chocolate you have to use here. And dark chocolate, I'm going to melt it in the microwave. Microwave it for 10 seconds, take it out, mix it, then again microwave it. Do not constantly let it microwave. After that, I'll keep it aside to cool the chocolate mix. Now this I'm making the strawberry mix. Now this is not strawberry, this is plum basically, because this is the plum jam. This video I have already uploaded. This is the all natural, my favorite one. This turned out to be the yummiest and everyone was asking for this layer only. So mix the ice cream into cold milk. Not ice cream, sorry, the plum jam into cold milk. Mix it very well. And into the bottle also you can make some froth and transfer it. After that, mix it into one of the portions. Base into the ice cream base and mix it very well. The color, the plum jam was only, I could get only 6 tablespoons. That is why the color is very light. Otherwise, you require around 8 to 10 tablespoons of plum jam or strawberry jam or any berry jam you can use for this. So for that, to compensate in a way, I'm adding black raisins I have soaked up in milk, and I have just pulverized it in the pulser, and I'm adding these bits and pieces. So when you eat, you will get some bits and chunks of black raisins or any berries, whatever you like, you may use it. Now this is as per your imagination. This ice cream is totally my own creation. So this is how I have made it, and this, as I told you, the yummiest and finger licking one. So this is also ready now. We'll make the chocolate one. The chocolate, as I told you, this has cooled very well. I'll add this to, do not add anything hot into any of the ice cream bases. Everything has to be cold. And now whisk it up till we get a frothy and heavy mix. You can see how frothy and how, wow, how rich it is looking. For making the mango ice cream, since mangoes are not in season, so what I thought of is I'll add mango custard. So for mango custard, we have to take around 6 tablespoons of mango custard powder into a 1/3 cup of milk. Mix it very well and put it on very low heat. Now the ratios are very high, so you have to be very careful. This will make a very tight custard, not like what we make normal custards in our home. This will be almost like paste. Yeah, so this is the final product. So you can see how tough it has become, and how, because the ratio of custard powder to milk was very high. So this is what we get, and this is what I wanted. This was also one of my experiments, and we'll keep it aside to cool. Everything, as I told you, has to be cold. So this is the pista ice cream which I'm making. This is the only one where color is added. Rest of all of them are all natural colors. Now for pista, I just added some crushed pistachios and green color and kept it in the fridge. Now for this has cooled down well, the mango mix, so I'll just put it in a mixie. This custard and with addition of some milk. So I'll just pulse it, and this is what you get. Thick and luscious. And since this, so that means how much color and fragrance they are adding, because it was all the fragrance, the color, everything, the taste, everything was there. Artificial flavors are already there. So we'll mix it. Once cooled, we will mix it into one of the portions and whisk it up. So this is what we get. Such a grand looking color. So all the 4 bases ice cream, from the ice cream base, we have made 4 different flavors, and all of them are ready. So, and all of them are cold. They are not frozen but cold. So we will demold the cake and take it out. This cake is also cooled down well. Now, since this cake was very small, actually I could not get enough layers and enough layers of enough thickness for putting it between each ice cream layer, but does not matter. Next time I will be more careful about the measures. So once we will put it back into the cleaned ice cream tin, and this is a marker sheet which I have. Cellophane sheets are available in the market. We clean, wash it thoroughly, dry it, and then with a cellophane tape I have made it into a funnel, not a funnel but a tunnel shape, a pipe shape basically, diameter of which is the same as that of the cake batter, or not of the cake batter, of the cake utensil, cake vessel. And now one by one we will fill each ice cream with a layer of cake in between. Since the cake is already there, we don't have to fully, after each addition, we don't have to freeze it. We can go ahead, freeze it, and then we will carefully take out, because I could not shoot all those videos. I forgot to film it. So just pull out the cellophane sheet, and this is what you get. So this is such a magnificent looking cake, and you may decorate it with any chocolate syrup, or just to give a feeling of cassata with all cashews on top. But since my children were very insisting that they should not get this, should be only an ice cream and nothing else added to it, so I had to leave it at this. So you may add any chocolate syrup or any syrup of your liking on top, or cover it with nuts and frozen berries. So this cake is really exquisite, marvelous, and as magnificent as it looks. So please do try out this. I have told you, this is not easy to make. This is very easy to make, just that it is time consuming. So do try out this recipe. And please do share and subscribe to Gluten Free India for more such recipes. Thank you.